Okay, we're back, and we're talking about IT BPM. We're talking about the business process management, and we're talking about this as a topic, not because we want to, whatever the call centers. We want to understand exactly what it takes, because this is a priority, this is where we're going, and this is where the country can build itself up. Now, we have certain issues. So stay with us, and we'll discuss these more. Janine, you were bringing up an issue during the break. Please bring it up.
The reason I was the reason there is a gap between the education and the industry regarding the IT PPM industry is because the industry is kind of new. And so it's something that came up, and the education institutions, when they had graduates, weren't actually ready for the industry and the speed in which it grew. So that right now we're in this gap that in this time that there is a lot of opportunities, not just in rank and file, but also in mid and top level management positions open to new graduates or people who've chosen.
How far are we behind now that the industry is here? The growth is phenomenal. The amount of money and the amount of foreign investment and interest around the world is already now. It's not like it's going to happen in 2 years, 3 years. They're here. How far behind are we? Because this will spell the difference with the growth of this industry if we are going to compete with the remittance of the OFW.
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's
yes.
right.
So, how far are we behind?
In 2012, we had a total of 777,000 directly employed. And last year, 2013, we had 900,000. For this year that we're celebrating.
And the requirement?
Yes. Oh, depending on the industry or the sector you're serving.
In the average, do we require 1 million people right now? Do we require 2 million people right now in this industry, regardless of the different categories? And how far behind are we in the educational institution?
For 2013, we have 1 million. 2014, we are targeting 1 million. 2016, we're hoping 1.3 million full-time directly employed. So we are working together with the CHED, with TESDA, and that's why I'm so excited about the ESMP. This is
Please explain, yes.
This is creating the opportunity for people who would like to career shift. Supposing they said, okay, I want to expand. So they take the service management program online. This is in partnership with ADB and UPOU, that's the University of the Philippines Online University. And we just launched it last week, and we've got a lot of feedback. People were calling and asking, inquiring how they could actually take advantage of this online education. People as far as Malaysia was calling in. Filipinos in Malaysia. That means overseas contract workers who would like to
come back
when they come back. Yeah. So we're looking.
Well, you're offering the president a solution. Go ahead. That's good. That's good news.
We're going to try to help wherever we can because it's really exciting, and this is the time that really partnership between industry, government, and the public, because we have to inform them that this is happening. This is opportunities for them. Careers are here, and that somewhere that they can actually grow and develop and earn a decent wage for their hard work.
So if you take a look at it, what we've been doing in IBPAP is we've been looking at near-term solution, the ones that we need to hire today. If we can't hire today, what do we do? And fortunately, we have a government agency that helps us with this. This is TESDA. And they provide our near hire program. This is the Training for Work Scholarship program of TESDA. When we looked at it at the near hire level, we said we can't rely on just near hire. We have to go to the root of the problem, which is the school. We have to go to the school system and work with the school system like CHED and DepEd to improve the curriculum. And that's why the service management program came in at the school level. As I mentioned, we are undertaking teacher training for 17 state universities right now. And we have just launched last week the e-version of the service management program. So we're teaching teachers so that they can teach the students. So the students can improve their competencies, and when they graduate, they'll be ready for the industry so that they can hire them.
You're talking 4 years.
We're talking 4 years, yes, but there are already some schools that are
Graduates.
implementing it. Because we already had a pilot in 2012 with 4 schools. 3 schools in college and 1 school in grade 11 and 12. Now, where does the industry come in? And this is where I'm very excited to work with Darcy, because part of the curriculum is 600 hours of internship. 600 hours compared to the regular 250 hours.
Yes,
That's
OJT.
OJT. 4 months of OJT. 4 full months. Where will they go? We don't want this to be another nursing wherein you have so many students but they have no place. That's why we at IBPAP, our role, we call ourselves the broker. We broker the school.
Yes, you broker.
We
And you
broker
match
the
them.
school. We match
You
the school
job match them.
with the company.
And Darcy, what's
And
the
that's
reality? Where are you at now, for example? Yourself with Shore Solutions as well as the industry as a whole, based on your perception.
Well, and it's again working with people like Penny to get a certification of exactly what we target in terms of skills.
You've created this certification?
Yes, the service management program.
That's what it is.
Yes.
It's an exam.
It's a 21 unit with a certification at the end.
It's a course
Yes, it's a minor track in college
under liberal arts.
under BA,
Be a liberal arts.
IT, IS, and
That's new.
CS.
IT, yes, a new. That's
So
a
there
new
are two.
course. Yes.
BSIT.
And the reality is, there's improvement.
Yeah,
It's
I-
improving. The hirees are improving.
Well, at least I feel that there's a target that students have that they can take this certification because we do know this is the fastest growing industry in the country. As we mentioned earlier, wouldn't it be great that people could actually work in their home country and not have to leave their families and
Yes, of
send money
course.
back? So the whole idea is that they take schooling and that they have a job opportunity at the end. So what we have been doing historically is we have a whole bunch of HRM graduates.
Yes,
They
yes.
they don't get jobs. They spend a lot of money. Their families spend
Nurses
a lot of money.
as well.
And let's face it, we all know this BPO industry is the fastest growing industry.
is.
Let's target people so that when they walk into my site to work, that they understand the basics of the industry, that
They're
take
ready.
some course, they're ready. I'm happy to give OJT on the job training opportunities because I will turn those people into valuable assets very quickly.
I've been itching to ask this question. And see, the private schools, the Ateneo, La Salle, the more costly private schools anyway, shun on the call center hiree. That's only for people who don't pass, who can't do anything, they're no good, they can't do science. You have brought out, and Jemaine has brought out the importance. There's critical thought, there's real education, there's real certification. I mean, there's a hurdle the students have to go up to manage, to get to progress to qualify, because now it's just no longer voice. Can the BPO, is it a career move for anyone? For those who are listening, because many of us, I'm one of them, the perception was, call center, no. Is it a career move? Darcy?
Absolutely, and I believe one of our value propositions as we bring jobs to the Philippines from Australia, from the U.S., is that the reason why is not just labor arbitrage, so it's not
Yes.
just the cheaper labor, it's also the quality of the labor.
Well,
And one
to
of
begin with,
my-
it pays better than most industries, to begin with.
Absolutely. And we'd like to pay more, actually.
But is it a career move? Is it good for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years to move on down, not to find out after? Perception.
Yeah.
I've talked to some, what are you doing? I'm call center. How long have you been there? I'm burning out, man. 4 years, 5 years. I'm not going anywhere. It's wrong. That's the wrong perception. There is growth. There is career, a stabilizing factor as you go longer, deeper into career moves. Yes?
Definitely there is a career. There is a career because you can move from the agent level all the way to a site director to the president. We have had several instances wherein they started as an agent, and now they're assigned overseas as global learning head, one of our board of directors in IBPAP. So there are people who really move up the ladder. It is, I would say, it's just like any company. In fact, it's better because there are so many job opportunities to move up. Like in any other company, you only
Maybe your
move
real
up.
hurdle now is going to be the schools. Because if I'm not mistaken, the wrong perception I have, for example, I'm guilty of this, are the teachers in the academe. It's inside the academe. They'd rather, no, you become an engineer, you become a nurse,
Oh,
you become a pilot, you know. Never a call center, no, not good.
And that's
you
what,
know?
and that's what we want to correct, because you mentioned call center, and there are several sectors in the industry, and we'd like to discuss these different sectors. Call center is just one. Maybe 60 to 65% is the voice. We also
That's a
have-
lot, that's 65%
Yes.
the voice.
But the ones that are growing are the non-voice. The non-voice, finance and accounting. We have risk management, financial closing.
The sciences can go under as a
Yes.
service.
Yes.
So you don't have to go abroad and operate there. You can do it back room here.
Exactly.
So you are just a platform for outsourcing for other countries' requirements, but doing it here.
Many of the BPO companies here, or the contact centers here, started with voice. And then they moved to non-voice because the clients saw that that service was good. So we now have financial analysis and reporting here, risk management, quality assurance. You have game development.
Even gaming.
Game development.
Animation.
Animation as well?
Animation.
We used to do animation in the country, but it was not on this platform. It was straight animation, like Hanna-Barbera was here at one point. And,
we still have that.
Burbank.
Not Hanna-Barbera, but other.
Yes,
Other.
cartoon. Yeah, there's a number of them.
And we have healthcare
Healthcare
services, both voice and non-voice. And
So-
software development. I almost forgot IT.
Software development.
has been
IT.
here for the longest time.
So it is a career move. It is a long-term management plan for someone. There's stability. There is growth, definite growth. So it's not just a good 15, 20, 30,000 peso job that you get after, working midnight or whatever. There is growth, and you move along the industry.
I'd just like to add also.
Yes.
Like when you were just recently in the province, Bacolod, there's this one big ad at the side of the building, and it says now hiring 4,000 employees. Just to manage 4,000 employees, you would need mid-level management, how many? And how many top-level management?
The admin.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And
okay,
so
okay.
just that scope.
Fair.
Yeah.
No, what came to mind right away was, what's the name? Soliman's DSWD. Here's 20, 30, 40 billion, but we need 5 billion to just manage the 30 billion, You're right. The administration on its own is already a job career by itself, especially for HR managers.
Yes.
What a headache. I can just
we,
imagine.
we calculated how many management we would need. Team leaders, managers, and support staff would need about 26 to 30,000 people in the next 3 years.
Okay, we're going to have to take a short break. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been listening, you've been watching, you'll realize the gravity, the importance, the priority this must take in front of all of us. So I think the fault is, like myself, you the viewer, we have been putting call center issues to the side. We've got to change this type of thinking if we are to grow. The opportunity is here. If we miss this boat, God knows which Timbuktu we're going to land into. We'll be right back. Stay with us.